Hello there, my name's ConjolinGraph22 and I have a random 4x4 piston door to show you. You can use this with a lever or a button. I mean, really, you can change the system to however you like. But it's kind of neat. I mean, it's a little different than your average little 4x4 piston door. But I mean, it's like a vault kind of door that just has a really simple looking animation. I mean, it just very basic. Pulls out pins, kind of pulls out these 4 pins in the corner, locks them in place. You can even have glass or something if you want to show the whole pin part of it. Super neat. But no matter what, even if there is no lever or button out there and the door is not activated, there is always a safety measure on the inside that will let you free. So that's very nice. And I have made sure that the redstone does not impact the actual entrance into wherever you want this to go. And for the most part, the redstone's pretty easy to build, all things considered. The basis of how it works is the system in one of these little areas can bring 3 blocks and 1 piston. This piston, of course, is getting activated from the top by a redstone torch. And when we flick this, you'll see it pulls it out, double piston extends it back, and then reactivates the pin. This is mainly for display reasons, but I like it just because, it adds to the aesthetic of it. I mean, that's really all that's there for. Yeah, now that you know the simplicity of the door, let's go make it. So, the build grid that you're going to be working with is a 16 by 11. It is 3 blocks in the ground and technically 5 blocks above ground. This is the material list in which we'll be using just for the door. This doesn't count like adding those little side glass viewing areas. And this is the opening devices. We're just going to use a lever for the outside and a button for the inside. You can change this out to be like pressure plate or button or however you wanted to choose that. This is just the basic redstone for it, and my blocks of choice for the door. This material list is also in the description if needed. There's also a structure file in the description. This will give you an exact schematic for how the door will look when it is in place. We are just going to build this border frame, and we're going to just dodge this part. So that is not included in the material list. So now we want to find where the center of our door is. We'll say it is right here. We want to place 4 blocks. And then on this corner, this is where we're going to have the activation be. So we're going to go down a block, put a piece of redstone dust, and cover it up. And you're going to come up 5 blocks, go over 4, and come down to finish off our doorway. So this is the doorway, and the door will be flush right there. Now we want to figure out the redstone for below the door frame. We're going to come down here, place an L pattern like this. Goes out 3 blocks, down 2. We're going to put redstone on all those but the last one. And then we're going to put a 4-tick repeater right there. Now we're going to place a block right off of this repeater. And we're going to place 8 adjacent blocks like so. This should line up with the very middle of your door. And then we're going to place 2 pieces of dust on each side like so. And place comparators going in an alternating pattern like this. Then we're going to come up here, place our block like so, and put our button on it. As you can see, if you click the button, it will light up the pulse extender, and it will slowly die out. We can also go out here and place our lever, and if you flick that on, whenever this lever is off or even taken off the build, then the door will return to its closed position. Then if we come back over here, you just want to go down and out 4. So you want to go down 1, out 4. Make sure this is also lined up with your door. And then on either side, you're going to want to place blocks like this. Then you just want to place redstone dust on all these blocks like so. And 2 redstone torches on the other side. Now, if we come over to this side, place a temporary block, and then place a real block. We go out 4 blocks, place 2 more blocks like so, place one down here, and then place a block right here. And you just want to put a redstone torch right here, redstone dust going along this entire path like so. Then we're going to just do the exact same thing on the other side, just flipped. So if we place a temporary block, come over one, go out 4 blocks, and in 2, then we can go down 1 and back up 1. Place redstone along this entire line, and another redstone torch. Then you should have something like this. Then we're going to come over to one of these corners and go diagonally from it at 3 blocks like so. So just go diagonal and then place 2 more blocks like this. And you want a block over here and a block right here. So it has a 1 block space from this. You also want to do this on this side as well. Once you have that copied, then you want to put a redstone torch right here, a piece of redstone dust, 3 more pieces of redstone dust going to this block, a redstone torch on top of that, and a piece of obsidian. You're going to also just want to copy this to that side over there. Once you have that copied, it should look something like this. Now that we're done with that, we're going to come over to these redstone torches and place 2 blocks on either side like so. We're going to put a redstone dust and a repeater on 4 ticks on either side. And you're going to want to shift crouch and place a block on both sides like so. Then we're going to place 3 blocks like so, coming in this kind of shape. And we're going to also do that on this side. We're going to place 2 redstone like so, another 4 tick repeater, do this on the other side as well. And then we're going to place 4 blocks going out this direction, put 1 piece of redstone on each side, and 2 more 4 tick repeaters, and then place a block to block this off. You're going to also want to do this on the other side. So if we come over here, place in our 4 blocks, put redstone dust on each side, and put our repeaters, then it will mimic the other side. Then you're going to want to come down to one of these sides, go out 3 blocks, and then go out another 2, like so. So of course is going to be mimicked on the other side. So now it should look kind of like this. You're going to want to come over to one of these sides and place 4 pieces of redstone dust and a 4 tick repeater. And you're going to want to place a block right here with a piece of redstone dust on that. Make sure to do that on both sides. Now you're going to come up over here, place 2 blocks like so, with redstone dust going along that. You want to come down here, place a temporary block, place 4 blocks like so, with a block right here. You want to place another 4 tick repeater right here, and put redstone dust going along this line. Make sure to copy this to this side. Once you have that copied, it should look like this. Now, before we continue, I did forget a couple pieces of redstone. So, right here, you need a redstone torch on both of those sides, like so. And down here, whatever direction you have these placed, let's say you had it reversed so it goes that and around instead of how I have it like this, you want to make sure that the redstone line that comes out here is lined up with this portion. So I should have actually have this swapped because of the direction I have it. This, if it is how I had it before, means that the door will not be synchronized and one side will move quicker than the other side to get there, and it just looks a little weird. So make sure that that is lined up. So if we come up over here, we can place 2 blocks like this, so 1 block above that repeater and diagonally up with redstone dust on that. Make sure, of course, to do this on the other side and place a redstone torch on either side like this. Now we're going to get in our obsidian placements. So if you come over to the front, we're going to go out 4 normal blocks on the bottom and top side. And we're going to come out 1 block on the edges like this and put obsidian in between that. Then for the floor, you're just going to extend out to the button like this. So we have 3 blocks out and 4 wide. On the top, you're going to do a similar thing, but you're going to want to dodge these 2 side blocks. We're then going to put 2 redstone torches in between those, like so. Then we're going to come down over here, place a piece of obsidian on each side above those pieces of redstone, and place another bits of obsidian above those sides of redstone. Then we're going to want to add in our pistons, but first you're going to want to flick the lever down. This will turn off the redstone, making the pistons a lot easier to add. So if we come over here, you want to place a square shape of sticky pistons like this, and of course do that on the other side. And you're going to want to place 2 pistons like so, a piston down here and a piston up here. This creates this kind of C shape. Of course, make sure to copy that on the other side like so. Then we're going to want to get our honey and slime. So you're just going to want to place 3 blocks going out, 1 block down, and 1 block over connecting to that piston. Then of course make sure to do the opposite with slime, and then across the way you want to do the opposite from this. So this is slime, then the top, then we want honey on the top over here, and this was honey on the bottom, and we want slime over here. Once you have done that, then we're going to place our blocks of choice. So for my corner pins, I want it to be gold blocks and have the normal blocks be iron. And now we're going to finish off our redstone. So if you come up here, you want to place 3 blocks like so on both sides, and then 3 more blocks on each side like this. So you have this kind of mustache shape pattern. And you're just going to want to place redstone along the entire shape and redstone up to these torches. So the torches turn off. Now our door should be done. So if we come over to the front, flick off the lever, you should see the pins retract and the door closes. And of course, you flick on the lever again, and it does the opposite. Then of course, if the lever isn't here, or you have just turned it off, even from the inside with the door being closed, you can push this button and open it. And that is the redstone door for you. I sure hope you enjoy it. It's kind of just a random door that I made off of a whim, and I thought someone else might want it. So, there it is. And if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. And have a great rest of your day. And see you later.